I wish I knew about my culture, but I don't. And you should be really lucky that you have that.
Policy, I have to follow it. I have to fight.
Ooh, no. Hey, hey, hey! It's Fred Albert, and I'm gonna sing a song for you.
Filmmaker from Philadelphia, Mike D, and David Walker, who some of you have met because he was here the first day doing a moderating with James Samuel. This is really important because this film festival is just as much about the heart of what it takes to be a filmmaker, the heart of how you stay encouraged.
Like I haven't expected and there's so much on but like it's a different audience. As you go to a premiere I don't know because we la matuayo so one question understanding me African American Film Festival Center but I'm telling you African American but I'm feedback like
others see the struggles that are going through with coming from another country and coming and trying to integrate and trying to assimilate, but also hanging on to your culture. Yeah. And so I was very proud to see that and look forward to many more things that you're going to be doing. You have an audience, you have a target audience. Yeah. I think this is wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Within a family and within the relationships from the inside is very powerful. So thank you for doing that.
كمان تنستش مجمرة مولينا نا مجمرة موراش دولة شنو كذا تنستش إن ذي تلك معك الفيلم خالد فيلم مشكا تستعد لون ذي لهز بودي تام كرامي بتعم لاني بتشاسيون لجروبين لبيتسابوتشين نديو لملاو يا توبيانز بتعم قراتنا
We all from the same place. We all bad men.
That Western has everybody in it. It's like, it's jam-packed. So it's got Erykah Badu, it's got Rosario Dawson. Everybody will recognize the performers that are there.
When my hand touched my gun, all bets are off.
You talk a hell of a lot for a man who's about to die.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I can do better than this. But, as I said, when I began this movie, a lot of things against me. Money, weather, people, even my family. But I never give up because I had a passion and a talent too.
movie festival ውስጥ መግባቱ በጣም ትልቅ ነገር ነው እንደዚህኛ ተደንቀን ከምንም ነገር ነው የጀመርነው ላይ አንተ ከምንም ነገር ብዙ ስትራግል የተደረገበት እንትን ነውና መግባቱ መታወቃችን በአለም እንትን ነው የሚሆነው ይሄ ነገርና በጣም ከልብ ኩራት ይሰማናልና በጣም ደስ የሚል ነገር ነው
and you understand that all the time when you have some point to pick out of the dominance.
Photography with the storyline, with the sincerity of the actors and the actresses. They were just spot on with it being real, but also I think bringing their whole self to the screen. And then the thing that made me so proud is it's in Seattle.
Yeah.
Wonderful, you know, you got to see a different culture, but it was positive. You know, I could relate to it. I wish, you know, more young people were there because I definitely felt like they would have been able to relate to it. But I'm glad that, you know, there were a lot of people in the audience. I loved it. Honestly, if you guys were selling it, I would have taken it home. It looks like something that should be on Netflix or, you know, on TV.
I thought the film was excellent. It gave very good insight into what it's like to come from our country and exist in America. I know true stories like that, so it was really, really good. I hope it gets shown in film festivals all over the country, all over the world.
Yeah, there you go.
You guys did a great job.
Thank
And you know, so I could identify with so many of the screenshots and where you were, and just some little lines, even like when you said, "Oh, it's a Prius, you can't hear it." You know, that's so Seattle to me. So it was an excellent, excellent show, and I'm hoping that you are able to get it, you know, going into other film festivals around the country.
You got anything?
I thought it was an amazing movie. It really touched, you know, a home with me because I'm actually going through that right now, and we're not ignorant in the background. You know, my family comes from Japan, so it was just amazing. It just really touched me. So I'm hoping you guys take this film and
to a whole lot different better.
Yeah, definitely. You know,
Gotcha.
Definitely. Especially in the schools and colleges and things like that. Just bring awareness.
Gotcha.
And it was not easy though. It was not easy at times. I'm so glad I made these.
Well, what brought the two of us together is I came in, they had an idea before I even came in. They had an idea of making this movie, and he talked to a couple of friends that he has. I mean, everybody you see in this cast are all friends. I mean, we didn't try to recruit people from other places or anything like that. We just had an idea of, I mean, as it is, he's bright enough that he had this kind of, you know, ability to understand things in a way, I mean, as he said, he'd been here like only for 4 years, and he seems to understand the life that we have here compared to the life that he used to have back in Ethiopia. So, I mean, me and him came together when he had started filming a couple of the scenes of this movie, and I was there just kind of, you know, got invited by a mutual friend. We sat down and we were looking at it, and he's like, you know what? And I feel like I got a spot for you in the movie. And I was like, okay. Well, I mean, what kind of, like, the one thing about him is he can tell, like, what kind of character you would fit in. I mean, he doesn't know me. We only saw each other one day, and he kind of predicted what kind of person I would be, like, in the movie. He's like, I'm gonna give you, like, a really bad influence dude that has a bad reputation, you know, like his peers and stuff like that. I mean, I really liked it. I really enjoyed working with him. I mean, then after that, I got the title of production manager, where, you know, kind of recruited other people working on, you know, getting sponsorships and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I feel like I'm lucky enough to work with him, but he's lucky enough that he got all this together. I mean, it's a big thing. I mean, making a movie is not easy. Definitely a hard thing for beginners. I mean, nobody would tell you to make it. I mean, everything got to start from scratch. You got to try your best, and as it is, I mean, you'll be surprised if I tell you it took us 3 years to make this movie. All right.
The character of the deceitful friend was so strong. Like, I found myself in the course of the film thinking about like how that character might interact with characters from totally different stories, because it was just so insidious and like this deviant morality. It was like overwhelming. I really enjoyed that.
Thank you.
Going away, I despise the character.
for the film, and I'll tell you, I was holding my pen because someone had just discussed that we needed to fill these out.
Yeah. And
I never got back to it once the film started. So it was quite a moving film, and it never stopped. And what I want us to remember is that is entertainment. And we don't want to cross that line because we can't generalize. And if we do that, then we put ourselves at risk because it depends also on the community. I mean, I come from the East Coast, Washington, D.C., where there's a huge community of Ethiopian peoples. And with that in mind, it's their rituals, it's the church and the institutions that are being developed. And it's within those institutions that the cultural identity is continued. It's clear that this was a particular slice of Ethiopian life, but it is that piece of liberating the youth that is the American pie. I mean, that is what happens. And it doesn't lock them into the traditions that are never going to be repeated because, of course, they're feudal, they're things that are far into the past. So I think as entertainment, I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
አማርኛ ፊልም ነው የአማርኛ ፊልም ሆኖ አንደርስታንድ አድርገው እንደዚህ እስከ መናገር ድረስ መቻል መድረስ በጣም ትልቅ ነገር ነው ለኛ ያው ከዚህ ቀጥሎ ብዙ ዳይሬክተሮችን ፕሮዲዩሰሮችን አግኝተናል የሚቀጥለው ስራችን ትልቅ ባሮችን ነው የሚከፍትልን የሁለት ዳይሬክተሮችን መጥተው ነበር እና በጣም የሚያስደስት እንትን ያለው እንኳን ደስ አላችሁ ቤተሰቦቼ ጓደኞቼ እንዲሁም መላው ኢትዮጵያ ህዝብ ምክንያቱም የኛ መነሳት ይሄ ለሚቀጥለው ጀነሬሽን ተስፋ ነው እና
እኔም አለሁ 16 ሰዓት 7 ቀን እየሰራ
እናቱ 16 ሰዓት ነው የምትሰራው ማንንም ቤት የለም ይሄን አንዷን አስተኝተው እንትን ይያለው
ከዚህ ወዲያ እንግዲህ ፕላናችን በሲያትል ውስጥ በድጋሚ ጁን 8 ላይ እናሳያለን ምክንያቱም ብዙ ሰዎች ጥያቄ አቀርበዋል ደግብላቸው ከዛ ቀጥሎ ፖርትላንድ ካናዳ ከዛ ከካናዳ በኋላ ሳኖዜ ቶርናመንት ላይ እናሳያለን ከሳኖዜ በኋላ እንግዲህ ዲሲ ኤልኤ ቬጋስ ምናምን ብለን የአሜሪካ ሴቶችን እንጨርሳለን እሱን ከጨረስን በኋላ እንግዲህ ያው ወደ ኢትዮጵያ ነው የምንሄደው ጉዟችን ወደ ኢትዮጵያ እናደርገው ያ